Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well, and I know this is not the format that I normally do. I normally just get straight into it, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit, be more personable, less like I'm just telling you things, and more of a connecting, using my own examples and relating things to not just myself but to you as well. And in today's video, I want to talk about, if you don't stand for anything, then you'll fall for everything. The importance of knowing your values, knowing who you are, knowing what you stand for. Because I feel like a lot of the times in today's society, we will look at social media and will follow whatever it says. We won't actually do more research into it. We'll believe and will agree with everything, no matter if we actually truly agree with it or not. We see a big social media person, a big influencer person talk about it, and now we get on that same bandwagon, that same train as them. And for me, I've deleted Instagram for maybe like 2 months now, and I can see a real change in who I decide to be and what I want to do with my life. Because before, it was just whatever I would see, I would go and follow, I would copy. Especially, I feel like this happened to me a lot back in high school. I didn't actually know who I was, and I didn't ever want to be alone, because being alone is a big part in being and understanding who you are and what you value. Because if we're always surrounded with people, if we're always on our phones surrounded by media, then whatever we surround ourselves with, whoever we spend our time with, will value what they value, will become a version of the other person. We won't actually know and develop ourselves. I feel like a lot of people will think that life is about finding who you are, and that's finding who you are by seeing other people, by meeting other people, surrounding yourself with other people. But I always felt like life is about creating yourself, creating who you are, and the only way to create who you are is to do that on your own time. And you can't let another person put your bricks down. Another person shouldn't be building you. You should be building yourself. If you want a house the way that you want it, you would design it. You wouldn't just buy one of those copy and paste houses if you wanted your own authentic house. I feel like a lot of people these days aren't authentic. And for me, when I was smaller, when I was probably like grade 6, 7, I was always myself. I didn't have that fear of, hey, what if people don't like me? Because I experienced at a young age that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter the way you act. People are going to talk about you regardless, whether you're considered one of those popular kids or not. People will talk about you whether you be yourself or you be somebody else. So you might as well be yourself, and you have to stand on who you are. You can't change and be like a leaf in the wind. You can't just, the wind goes this way, then I'll follow it. You have to anchor yourself down and be strong. You have to be yourself. You have to stand on your values no matter what happens, because a lot of people will just get pushed around and won't stand for what they believe, stand for who they are. If you never question anything that people tell you, then you'll just believe anything. You won't have that critical thinking, and you'll just accept any sort of information. People will tell you a certain thing, you say, yeah, they're right. Maybe what I value isn't what I should be valuing. So that's the whole, you're falling for everything, since you're not standing on anything. If you stand on business all the time, if you always stand on what you believe in, nobody can push you down. Nobody can give you information and you just accept it, you question it, you have that critical thinking of, hey, am I really wrong? Should I believe in this instead? Should I change my values instead? Because it's also understanding that, hey, maybe sometimes I'm not always right. Maybe what I'm valuing now is what I'm valuing because of how I was brought up, because of the people around me. I think that it's what I value, but it's just what people around me value. I feel like that's a big thing in today's society. People will think that it's their own thoughts, their own values, but they've never actually taken the time to think about it. They've never taken the time to go out by themselves, go on alone time walks, go and do things on their own, because they're always too busy with other people. They're always too busy trying to keep their popularity up, trying to keep their status up, that they always have to be in the mix. They always have to be involved and seen places. So they prioritize other things when they should be prioritizing time with themselves, learning and understanding who they are. That's a big thing for a lot of people growing up, especially myself, and I know a lot of people around me are like that too, or people who I used to surround myself with. People in high school were like that a lot. So don't say that, or don't feel like you need to be somebody else. Feel like you need to value the same things as other people and value what you value. Understand that if you don't be who you are, there's no authenticity. People won't like you for who you really are, and you always have to put that mask up. If you can never be who you truly are around the people that you love, then there's no point. If you can't be you, then they don't love you. They love a different version of you. They love a fake version of you. They don't love who you truly are. So stop thinking that you need to put up a mask, to put up a facade of who you really are. You stand on who you are, you stand on what you value, and if people don't like that version of you, then you have to be smart enough to let them go. If a person is stupid enough to walk away, you let them walk. You have to be smart enough to let them go, because a lot of people will try to keep people in their lives just because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be by themselves, but you have to be okay with that. Nowadays, I feel like people will often try to manipulate you. People will try to make you them, make you believe what they believe, make you just another sheep in the herd. But if you stand on your values, if you stand on who you truly are, then people can't manipulate you. People can't tell you what to do, can't tell you who to be. And I feel like that's a big problem in today's society, that nobody actually knows who they are. Nobody knows what they want. They see a certain thing and they'll chase that career. They'll see, hey, I want to start my own clothing brand because I see all these other people starting a clothing brand, so that's what I want to do. But you only want to do it because that's what you're consuming. You don't actually want to do it. You just see that, oh, that looks cool. You see people doing a certain thing, so you follow the trends. Be who you are. Stand on what you really believe in. Your life will get easier. Your life will get more peaceful, because you'll only attract what you truly are and not things that you believe you are. So always stand on something. Believe in yourself. Whatever you value, don't get pushed around by other people. Don't fall for everything. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. So I don't know if the format was a little bit different this time, or I just reverted back to what I normally do, but I hope that this was more personal. You could relate and connect with it more. So if you ever want to hear a topic or anything at all, let me know in the comments. I read all of them. I try to be as responsive as I can, and I appreciate the support and all the love. I hope everyone's well. See you on the next one.